Hey everybody, so it's me. I haven't uploaded anything in a long time, and that's my bad. My Hawkman Part 3 video, I never posted either because the second one didn't perform very well, and then I got caught up with everything in my personal life. But I'm trying to upload more. I've been posting on my Instagram on the new where did I put it? The new custom figure that I made of Kamen Rider Black Sun. I don't know where it is. Here he is. I cleaned off my desk for this review, so I don't know where anything is. But um, Black Sun, I took the vinyl figure and made him into a posable figure. So check that out. I might make a video about that. Anyway, today is going to be about the Mezco Snyder. So I'm recording this after I made the review, and I won't spoil it, but I lose it a little bit. Lose my marbles slightly. So I'll just leave you with that little bit of clickbait and enjoy the video. Alright, so we're going to be unboxing this now. You always want to pull the knife towards you. That's what my dad always said. So I'm opening this upside down. I'm just gonna give me a second. I was about to say I'm opening it upside down so you don't steal my information, but it's probably for the best that I just did that off camera. It's a cool box. Tin. The problem is I didn't actually like this Snyder cut, so I'm sure that'll make a lot of people upset. But it was really boring, and I did like the team interactions that they had. It felt more like a team than in the Justice League, but it was just I'm not a big fan of Zack Snyder. Well, at least his Snyderverse movies. Man of Steel was good. Can't lie. Batman v Superman, trash. Justice League was okay. Zack Snyder's Justice League, some things were better, some things were worse. But that's not what we're here for. And the main reason that I got this set is because I'm a huge fan of Henry Cavill to almost gay levels. And I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. Ezra Miller was the Flash, kind of, maybe. But I just wanted a Mezco Flash to kind of go with my other Justice League characters. There's all the accessories. We'll get to that later, because the meat and potatoes is going to be these three, obviously. That's a little spoiler, but I got this head. Good thing my light's on it, huh? I got this head close to 3 years ago. There we go. Close to 3 years ago when this set was announced. And since then, I had moved, which I mentioned recently, and all those other things. So I kind of lost it for a little while, but I found it now. So let's get into the actual box set. So I'm going to sit down now. Bring this a little bit closer. So, anyway, but I knew it was my last chance mainly because of how poorly the DC Universe had done. That I knew it was gonna be the last chance for me to get a Justice League Henry Cavill Superman. And same thing with like Ben Affleck's Batman and everything. And I wasn't really collecting Mezcos when the Batman v Superman figures came out. And I had just started when the first Justice League came out. I wanted to get Tactical Batman, but that was mainly for like customs and stuff. So they were right. He is very like orange, very tan. Let me bring the light actually over here. Push this back a little bit. There you go. Let's use more of a white light. But yeah, he's very orange. Like he's very tan. And then you got, I brought over the Mafex because he's like my blue suit, definitive Superman. But just look at the skin tone difference. And then let me swap over to the bearded head. Well, that's not good. So not only does it not really fit, like I can put some sticky tack in there, but not only does it not really fit his thick neck, but they're entirely different colors. So that sucks. I'll have to see if it'll fit on the Toyz or something. Actually, please hold. All right. Well, I couldn't find my blank Toyz body. I don't know what happened to it. But there's my Jake Eric figure that I've shown off before, and pardon me for forgetting your username. I apologize. But to the guy that did specifically ask for me to make a video about him, I haven't forgotten. I've just been extremely busy. So I will be doing that. But so I'm just gonna pop his head off. I got a bunch of blue tack in there to keep everything together. If I'm able to swap out this neck here, I'll do that at a later time and I'll upload it. But this definitely does fit and look much better. So he's a little cross-eyed. I didn't notice that before because I haven't opened this in 2 years. Oh well, still good looking. I guess that's all that matters. But yeah. So there's Jay. But yeah, it's a little disappointing. But we'll see. Like maybe I can swap him over to a Toyz body. But I mean, he does look good except for his horrible skin color. Like this is just, I don't understand because his hands, I don't know if it's picking up, but his hands don't match his face actually. It looks like they do on camera, but they don't. So I saw somebody on Instagram saying that maybe the lighting in the Mezco factory wasn't the greatest, and that's why they look like this. Because if you look on the inside, it'll focus. It's not that dark inside. It seems like it's the paint and the washes and stuff that they used, like the neck joint or the neck connector. So here's what it is. Like he still looks decent. I'll bring this up a little bit so I can pose him around. But he's got double jointed elbows. I'm gonna go one at a time and just kind of like go through each person. The suit's got pretty good flex. Part about it being an all black suit is it's kind of hard to see the details. So, but it's got a little, there's gappage so that it doesn't get all bunched up. It's pretty good. Really good ab crunch. He's got a joint up at the top and the bottom. It might be similar to like the Thor body or something. I don't remember. Actually, yeah, it's a good thing I have all these DC figures over here. So there's my famous Hawkman. He's a little cold, so he's a little stiff, but And then, granted, they don't have the same boots, but they look like they might be on similar bodies. Because this is obviously the Thor Ragnarok body. But, so anyway, and then his leg can go up that much, which is really good, actually. That far for the the knee. His feet aren't going down very much. You see that? They go up pretty well. I like the gloss and the matte meat right there. And then let's put it back to like a neutral spot, and then not much side to side. And that might just be the design of him. But sorry, I got distracted by his belt because I was like, why does it look like it's missing? But I think it's supposed to be his Superman symbol in there. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people were saying that these figures were trash and that this was a waste of $300. I mean, I wouldn't say that necessarily. Like, I haven't gotten to the other ones yet. Batman looks really good in person. But you know, Cavill's my guy, so I wanted to go through him first, and I'll probably fix it up. Like I said, if I don't put it on the V-Toys body, I might bring out some of the silver and stuff to make it more like the comic book Solar Suit, hence the head too. Because him just coming back as exactly the same after, I forget how long it was in universe. I just think that was dumb. But anyway, the cape is wired, but only on the outsides here. So it's not really the best. It's not a very strong wire either. Like let me see, since I still have the Mofex right here. That's way better. That's a much stronger wire than this. But let me just do like a generic Superman pose real quick, using the cape, and to see how the suit looks. But of course, like I said, his foot doesn't go back very much. I mean, it's okay. The cape definitely does not really hold its shape very well. It's not bad. And like at a distance, it looks, well, if you can actually see, because my camera. But at a distance, it doesn't look that bad. So, it is what it is. Like I said, I might swap over the bodies or something. Somebody said something about if you hit his skin with like a blue wash, it might counteract the oranginess of it. I'll try and find who that was, because he was making a lot of good points. He was one of the first people to get it, but I don't really know how to do that necessarily. I don't really have a blue wash. I could probably make one if I I'll try and thin out my clear blue paint enough to water it down, but I don't know. Because it's really, he does look good. Like, he looks like Henry Cavill. The sculpt's a little soft. That's just a Mezco thing. And like, just this head alone is not bad. I kind of forgot that he had other heads. So let's look at those real quick. So, just some teeth, barely grit. Probably won't use that very much. And to be honest with you, if I can get him over to the V-Toys body and see if this head will match, I probably won't use any of these. But it's a cool set. The heat vision's cool though. It looks way better than those pre-rendered photoshopped pictures. It's not as good as the Mafex, obviously, either. Because the Mafex Heat Vision Superman head from the Snyder cut, that thing was beautiful. It's like they took a screenshot and made it in 3D. But yeah, I mean that's really it for Superman. He had these heads. He has the hands, which I'll show in a moment. Put that back in there. Put this back in here. Put him back right here. So I'll just pop out the tray. I don't feel like going through all this. But he has like flight hands and then like action hands. And then he comes with his fists, obviously. So let's get into the main event. Batman, like I said, he looks good. I know some people, especially in like some of the Facebook groups, they were being really toxic about it, saying that like we deserve a refund for these figures. They're not. Sorry, I was just getting into the posing already, but like they're not accurate to what we bought. Blah blah blah. I think that the vinyl pleather overlay looks better. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into the recounting the whole drama, but he looks good. I don't know if you noticed, but when I was messing around with his articulation, there's not much going on up here. Like this is without breaking it, because this is fighting me. That's as far as he goes back. Like you can see my handshake. He goes forward that much. So you're not getting hardly anything out of his torso. Like maybe when the suit loosens up a little bit, like you can see he's twisting a little bit more each time. But like he's stuck. So that's unfortunate because Superman being more agile than Batman, a little weird. Like I get that it's for like flight poses and stuff like that, which I didn't actually put him in. So let me do that real quick, just for the sake of testing it. Although I am getting some bunching here. I was saying that it was baggy, so that didn't happen. But I don't know, man. I think that people are giving this, like, making it worse or thinking it's worse than it is. It's not that bad. And the only reason it costs close to $300 is because if you think about it, it's a deluxe release. It was a Mezco. No, actually, it wasn't a Mezco exclusive. I just remembered. Because Big Bad Toy Store and Toyco, some of the other places that I go, they had it too. But let me zoom out. There's that flight pose. He's able to get back. This cape. He's able to get back pretty well. So I guess that's probably why that they went more so with this body for him. But Cavill and Affleck are similar in size, similar in stature. They could have used the same body for him and for Batman, and I don't think it would have been that big of a deal. Like, yeah, he's wide, he's massive, he's fucking yoked, but if you can't move him, what's the point, you know? So anyway, I was going over his articulation. So he can go up this much here, T-pose pretty well. The more you use this suit, the more it'll like loosen up. I just don't want it to like crack or anything. The wrist straps that he has like here, bringing this in. I'm sorry, my setup's completely different from because I was doing customs for so long. It's kind of why I haven't been recording. But this isn't painted up here at all, like on the straps. Usually they do like a dry brushing in some of the other figures, and I think even the tactical bats had it. But his blades are still gold, which is cool. I always like that. The knuckles are gold. I did always like the design of this Batman. He looked really good. He was menacing. He was big. He was strong. The Dark Knight Returns style suit was cool. It's actually my favorite bat suit is the Batman v Superman one. And I keep getting distracted. Anyways, I like that they incorporated gold into his suit other than just the belt. I always thought it was weird when his belt was the only gold or yellow thing on his entire costume. Like when he didn't have the circle. So, anyways, he's double jointed elbows. I showed that. He's got the wrist pegs that Mezco normally has. He has some... Well, maybe actually that's forearm. Is that forearm or bicep swivel? Because I thought it was gauntlet swivel, but it's the actual... Oh, maybe it is a little bit of gauntlet. Anyways. So that's the arms. The leg goes up about that much. His knees are double jointed. Mine's a little off the suit. His knee pad wasn't on his knee. My belts or my boots, which do have swivel. There is boot swivel. It's just a little out of place. Pretty good ankles forward. Better than Superman going backwards, which is, again, strange. Swivel, not a whole lot. It does move, but it's ankle, like, inward and outward. That is better than Superman. I don't understand. Like, I'm not a Mezco hater. I like Mezco. I like the Mezco style of things. I do agree that they have gone downhill a little bit over the last few years. And maybe it's not their fault because it's been since COVID pretty much. But I don't know. I just think that this set could have been better, and especially taking 3 years to come out. But I didn't even touch on the Ben Affleck sculpt. It's pretty good. It looks a lot like him. And where's Superman at? So looking at them side by side, or back to back, you can really see the difference in the skin tone. He's very orange. He looks pretty good. And then I'll compare these two, and you can see that, yeah, this one's a little bit more pale because he's hand painted. I'm not sure what figure they were making this for. I got it for the Mezco, maybe that's why it doesn't fit, but it's a little bit closer. So looks good. So let me pull out Batman's other heads. So his teeth gritting face is a little bit better than Superman's, actually. I think his mouth should be a little bit more open, because it just looks like he's opening his mouth it kind of looks like how he talks. But so let's pop that on there. Looked good. I think this is the star by far. Like, I was really excited for Superman to have a Henry Cavill figure. I like the black suit. Of course, I like when he has the long hair and he never really had the beard, but like, it's cool. And then let me swap out his head one more time before I start getting into posing and everything. But I'm rambling a little bit, and I apologize. So this face is like neutral Batman face. It's good. I think it is a little bit more orange on this one. Where's Superman at? Come here, boy. So making them look like they're about to kiss. You can see that their skin tones are closer. So let me put Superman back in his box. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit more, just so I don't get too bunched up and I'm not missing anything. But anyway, I was about to start talking about Batman's like presence. Like, this is cool. This is like a nice comic book like cover, or like even The Batman, the animated show. not the Robert Pattinson one. But like this is sick, especially like with the lights. I don't know how well it's coming up because the thing that holds my phone camera is. All right, you gonna stand for me, or you gonna embarrass me? There we go. The way that the shadows are hitting him from at least the way I can see it. I'm trying to block out all my customizer stuff over here, but like that's Batman presence. Like that's cool. So let me come back up here. But he's got a better cape. His wires hold up better. Look at that. Superman couldn't do that. Superman could never. Just kidding. But this is much better. So let me just hit some poses real quick, just to kind of like break in the suit. Actually, I should go the other way. Anatomy. Like that's good. It's not great. Like I wish he had more torso mobility, but this is a good figure. Okay, I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care about the color of the suit. I don't care about any of that. It looks good. Batfleck is the winner. I think people knew that even from the promo pictures originally, even though they were horribly photoshopped and 3D rendered and stuff. The Comic-Con pictures I think were different. I don't really remember, like when they would take them to cons and stuff, Mezcons, whatever the case may be. My knee pads really don't line up. It's kind of bothering me, but so let's put Batman away so I can stop talking about him. Batman is the best. I'm gonna put him over there, and let's get out the war criminal himself, Flash. I will bring it closer again. There we go. Zoom in, because honestly, like I said, I just kind of wanted a more armored, techie Flash to go with my Justice League, which I had been kind of like New 52, ifying, like the Mezcos. I don't have any. But they were all, since the Sovereign Knight Batman was kind of like my first Mezco figure, I was kind of basing them around his style. So like the more classic ones, I didn't really... Not that I don't like them, because I do... The classics, you can't beat the classics, but I just wanted to make them all kind of look the same. But anyway, so I might like touch up his paint, make it a little bit more bright, more metallic. But his head sculpt's not bad. He doesn't come with an unmasked head, but it's pretty good. That's cool, actually. So you see how it leaves the indent there? So when you put the helmet in, seamless. That's pretty cool. It's like a soft rubber. Although, not much actual neck joint, like neck movement. So he can hit a T-pose. And a lot of people already talked about this. But his arms and his legs do not have fabric, which I get. Like it's here in the crotch area. Kind of see it there. It's up to his like bicep, like where the arm connects here. 1 second. There we go. That's better. Though No, not having any light on this side was really bothering me. But anyway, his arms can go up that much. The elbow pads are flexible. There is elastic here, which kind of blends in with the rest of the suit and like the straps and everything. So that's cool. Double jointed elbows, again, not covered in the fabric. Same Mezco joints. He's very soft. Everything about him is very soft and rubbery. Let me try something here. Yeah, Superman's. I'll just leave that. Superman's hands don't feel like that. Batman's were harder. I didn't go over Batman's hands. My bad. I got too caught up looking at him. So here we go with his hands. He's got batarang hands right here for like holding him in his fingers. That's a Mezco standard. Action hands, batarang throwing hands, and then he has his grappling hook and grappling hook hand. And then he came with his fists. Let me see if I'm missing anything in that accessory tray. Oh my god. I'll come back to it. I'll probably just cut that whole little part out. But anyways, for the one that runs and is supposed to be like the flexible guy, they did not build any flexibility into this suit. I'll tell you that right now. It is soft rubber, but he does not, I don't want to break it, but he does not bend. Like, he's got a little bit at the lower abs, but up here, nothing. Like, if I am able to, I don't know if that's coming up. Yeah, that's glue. You can see that. I was gonna see if you can like peel it off, or if there was like a part where it detached. I guess this is it here. So if I wanted to take it off, if you want to take it off to mod it, right here is the seam line. Come on, focus, please. There we go. The seam line is right here. Because on the other side it's flush. So if you wanted to, you can heat that up, cut away the glue, and then you can take the vest, because really all it is, this vest piece off and get into the body or whatever. I will see how it goes. Stay tuned to my Instagram. I'll try and update it as best as I can, because I can't guarantee that I'll make a video about it. But so if you want to mod it, that's where you can go in and do that. Maybe you want to cut in, maybe you want to cut in some of the abs here, and that way you can get some more flexing. Maybe cut the chest plates so it's separate from the rest of it. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. But the texture of the thing, it's red with like a black hex pattern, which kind of matches the rest of the suit. It looks, like I said, he looks good. Visually, he looks good. Functionality is a different question. His leg goes up this much. He does have really good double jointed, like almost Marvel Legends double jointed elbow. Knees. Really good knees. Which is good for running. Here's his shoes. Oh, please don't do this to me. So he does not, he can go forward a little bit, but if you want to do that, it's because of this little lip here, which, you know, it goes in with the semi-seamless look, but you can't put his ankles any like back anymore. So, and maybe it's because I've been working with Marvel Legends so much for like customs and stuff like that, but I don't know, not being able to like put your foot farther back than flat is a little disappointing. But anyways, leg goes out that much. You can do the splits not very well. But let me just put him in like a running pose real quick, and you can kind of see some of the issues that I'm having. Because like none of this is okay. I'm just gonna stop. And like I know that this Flash, and that's one of the reasons I hated this portrayal of the Flash. Other than he didn't feel like Barry Allen at all. He was kind of Wally West-ish with being goofy, but not in a good way. He was just extremely cringe, in my opinion. I haven't even seen the Flash movie. Maybe he's better, maybe he's not. But this looks atrocious. I'm being honest with you. This looks terrible. Like it looks like I don't know how to pose my figures, but he can't do it. Like, this is all crooked and shit. His dick's flapping in the wind. Look at this. Like, I don't know, man. This is ridiculous. They could have attached this here. Because all Mezco figures have that. They have that little cut piece there. Why do this? Because literally, look. Looks like Squidward's nose down there. What the fuck are we doing? I don't know. It's like I like every figure, and then I start messing with it, and I'm like, man, I really don't like this. Like, if D Amazing can't make figures look amazing, then you know you fucked up. He posted them on his story last night, and I was like, man, I really sad about that. This is by far the worst. What the fuck is this? His mouth is just slightly open. It won't even focus on it. It wants to focus on Cavill. Me too. But what is this? What are we doing? I'm sorry. That really pissed me off. The Flash can't move. Like, the Flash can't run. And that's what I was kind of getting into earlier when I was going on my little mini rant. But, like, this version of the Flash is not known for running. He kind of just, like, slides across the ground, Speed Force, whatever. It's cool if you like it, whatever. But he can't even do that. So, I don't know. I forgot about this. I didn't see it until I was putting Flash in there because of the paper. But here's the Kryptonian rifle that Batman uses on the Parademons. I'm gonna put this away. Flash's hands, not many. He's got his pointing finger, action hands, running hands. So that's it for the main stuff. Toss all this over here. I'm gonna put them away for a second, compose myself, because yet again, Ezra Miller's Flash has pissed me off, and not even because of his acting. So let me just take these out so I can do some size comparisons in a minute. And then I'm gonna put them away and grab the other accessories so I can go over that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here's Flash's lightning, which looks pretty. It looks cool. I mean, I didn't look at the instructions to see like what's supposed to go where, how he's supposed to use it. I'm guessing these go around his hands. These are his legs. This is probably. I wasn't even pointing at him. There you go. This is, I think, probably his body. These are probably his legs, his hands, etc. The mother box looks pretty cool, actually. It's got the button batteries right there. Let me try and figure out how to open it. Alright, so I got the batteries in there. And it has lights on every side except for the side that you can actually put the batteries in. So let me just turn off my lights a little bit so that you can see it. Actually, I'll just turn them all off. Except for my main background light. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's really bright, actually. So, but if I don't use it that often, then I can use the batteries for Dr. Fate or whoever, if my batteries ever get low. So, that's pretty cool. Nice little accessory. Problem is though, it's a little tough to get in here. You gotta like go around each little corner. See that side didn't want to pop up. I promise I'm not weak. It's just, and then batteries are in here. Switch is right, ouch, here. So turn my lights back on so you can actually see. Ta-da. Okay. So anyway, the lightning is up here. Mother box I already did. This is Batman stuff here. So we got batarangs right here, like the when I was saying you can put them in his fingers. These are bat bombs. At first I thought these were the batteries for the mother box. They're not. This is the grappling hook. So there's the closed version right there, the popped open version, and then this is the wired one. I'm just gonna see if it's actually wired real quick. I don't want everything to fly all over the place. So, in conclusion, not actually wired. It's like a fishing line type material. So, it'd be cool if you could do like the spiral or whatever, but I had a feeling it wasn't when it had that little like plastic sleeve on it. So, let me just put this back. Yeah, without the sleeve on it, it doesn't stay in place now. So let me just fix that. All right. So, I mean, and it also comes with 3 of the Zack Snyder Justice League stands, 3 of the arms, 3 baggies for the accessories, and Batman by far has the most accessories, which makes sense. What is Batman without his gadgets? But overall, I am disappointed, being honest, because, I mean, I thought some people that were complaining about it were bugging a little bit, but I can't blame them for being upset because we paid so much money for these and they came out so mid, and then with Flash almost downright terrible. So, like, Superman is good, except for his skin tone is completely wrong. And, like, he's not as pale as this, obviously, like, in real life. But this is just completely wrong. And then Batman's by far the best. Easy. But no torso articulation. So, that sucks. Everything else is good. Bodysuit looks good. Accurate. Cape is cool. Like I said, I like how you can drape it over the shoulders, like in the comics. That's awesome. Flash, other than the actor being terrible, this vest piece is the worst decision that they've made. This floating dick plate, also pretty bad. Personally biased, but I'm disappointed that I have to mod Superman just to get this custom head to fit and work. So that sucks. But as far as like some size comparisons, let me just get them standing up here. That way I can stand some people up next to them. Batman, please don't fall over. And I mean, Flash can, because he's not completely covered in fabric, he can kind of mix in with Mafex or whatever. As far as the look of them. So let me bring my camera actually over here. Okay, now I'm just gonna hold my phone here for a little bit for the size comparisons because I couldn't get it to angle up properly. But so here they are standing next to each other. Batman is... Oh, flash. So Batman and Superman are pretty close in height. Superman's a little bit taller, which I don't really mind that. Here is the Mafex Justice League Superman. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Alright, well, we're gonna try this again. So, let me zoom out. Anyways, Superman, Justice League, Mafex standing here. And then Mezco Batman will be right here. Superman right here. Flash right there. So that's how they stand next to each other. And it's not too bad. I'm gonna crop out my mess. So let's put them back a little bit. This fucking... I will say they don't stand very well. But anyway, so there's Justice League Superman. Here's my repainted Black Adam with his cape on. Flash, I swear to God. So, not terrible. Let me take his cape off just so you can get a real sense of his height. So, pretty good. Really close to that, like 6 inches. Black Adam and was a bigger figure for SA's Figure Arts. I'm gonna put my custom Hawkman in here as well. Take Superman out. Oh my god. Anyways, so there's Batman. There's Hawkman next to them. So, and then obviously he doesn't have the boots that he came with, so it's different. But, you know, it's not bad. Pretty good size-wise, with other figures that are Mezco-ish sized. But yeah, so like I was saying, a little disappointing, especially with the cost of them. But, you know, customizers are going to be making bank for the next few months. So now that this is out, between repainting or modding them or whatever the case may be. Maybe somebody will make another head like this, but more accurate. Maniple maybe. So that's it. I'm not going to do any pictures at the end. I don't really have the time or the space for taking pictures today. But yeah. If you want this flash to be good, you're probably going to have to cut off the crotch piece here or glue it down somewhere else, like cut it here, glue it down, and then take the armor apart, cut it here and there. Because I don't know what body's under this. It might be similar to like Night Monkey or something. So we'll see. But that's it. I'm exhausted. Goodbye.